is having a very huge encounter tonight as they take on Luton Town at the Kenilworth Stadium. That's where everything is obviously going to happen. I think Kenilworth Road Stadium, that's where everything is going to happen, and Arsenal is obviously going to be tussling it out. And you know that every time when Arsenal is going to play the game, we obviously have to bring you the latest news and information as far as all that is concerned, and we're here to bring you all what the news is about. And Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to obviously hint onto what it means playing that side, and I'm going to throw in a little hint on that. Then later I show you how Arsenal really went ahead to prepare for the game of Luton Town, as they want to go 6 points ahead of Man City and 3 points ahead of, I think, 5 points ahead of Liverpool and 6 points ahead of Manchester City. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share if you're only watching us for the very first time, and never to subscribe to this channel so as known to be certain stories that we do upload in on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and good morning. We thank God for the gift of life. The Muslims Barakallahu Hikmum, and let's set the ball rolling and really let us go eyes, and hope you guys are really ready for this beautiful episode that comes in through. Now, Arteta was asked about on facing a team he hasn't come across before, because Arteta has not gone ahead to even play against Luton Town as a player, and he hasn't gone ahead to hasn't gone ahead to manage a team that is facing Luton Town. And this is what he had to say. It's inspiring as well to play there. To play, there is going to be something different. And we've already discussed that with the players. But really positive too. And that's the tradition of English football, our league. They haven't been in the league for so long time. And I think Arsenal hasn't played against them for a long time. So it's a good evening. I think Arsenal last played them in 1991. You know, that shows you how long it has been. And Arteta has gone ahead to confirm to us that he's ready with his machinery of players and his army to obviously take on the side of Luton Town down in the Kenilworth Road Stadium. Then Arteta was asked on what to expect about the atmosphere at the Kenilworth Stadium. He said they know. We have already warned them. They know what to expect. They know about the atmosphere, and they know about the access. They know everything, and everything they have to know about the team that they have to face tomorrow or today, and the difficulties we are going to have to play against them, as well what the opportunities are for us not to win the game. Now, Arteta is really a student of what the past of last season is. Arteta got to know that what failed him to win the trophy, it's not failing to beat or losing to Man City, Liverpool. No, the games that really stopped Arsenal from winning the trophy were the following games. 1, the game of West Ham. They led by 2-0 and West Ham leveled. The game of Brentford, where the referee went ahead to obviously come out and obviously say Ivan Toney's goal was onside. They never drew the lines, and they really went in with a very bad judgment, and that costed them 2 points. Then the game of Everton, they lost. You know, those are 3 games. Those are 7 points. The game of Southampton, they drew. You know, those are 2 points. So those are the kind of games that really gave Arsenal a bitter test, and they failed to obviously win the trophy. So if Arsenal added 9 points to the points they had gathered, you know, they would have gone ahead to be at 93 points. Even though they had lost to Man City home and away, even though they had drawn with Liverpool at Anfield 2-2, even though they had lost to Man United 3-1, you know, that couldn't stand into their way. But what stood in their way of winning the trophy was something simple: not winning those games. I've gone ahead to hint about Southampton away 1-1. It would have been a game that Arsenal had to win, but they didn't win it. So he knows that when you go to the side of Luton Town, there is going to be a very charged up atmosphere to play the ball. So what Arsenal have to do is simple. They have to really let their players to know that these are kind of games you have to win. They are kind of games you have to win, because even if we lose to Liverpool, would have gone ahead, obviously put in a stretch of some good points as we play them. So he knows exactly what failed them to win the trophy, and they're really doing well. So I think Arteta is really on point and has gone ahead to let his players know that these are games that we should win and we shouldn't be joking about any time from now. So after that, we go to this other side. We go to this other side. Moment. I had to cut it a little bit there and obviously get it into shape. So, lastly was asked on the test playing at the Kenilworth Road. Arteta said, I would say it is an inspiring place. I think that they've done, I think what they've done is remarkable with the Rob did with the team last year, the way they did it and what they transmitted as a team. We are neighbors and we are always very close to here, so it's just an amazing story. They fully deserve all the credit they are getting from last year, as well as the way they are playing this season. Some of the results that they have got and in the games that they've played, they've never been extremely close. So tomorrow we are going to have a really intense and difficult game. So Arteta is going to have to predict that they're obviously going to have an intense and difficult game against the side of Luton Town. Now let's go into what the training sessions were all looked like at the stadium or the training ground of it's called London Colney, right? So Kai Havertz, Reiss Nelson, obviously taking part into that side of the training of Arsenal as they prepare to go and play against Luton Town. Benjamin White, Eddie Nketiah and Bukayo Saka all in the mode, and Ben White is going to be very pivotal into this game because Tomiyasu might not be given a chance to play into this fixture because of his injury problems. Then Odegaard and William Saliba obviously having a talk at the London Colney training ground for Arsenal, and these are some of the two pivotal players that are really making Arsenal get where they want to be. And I think very many Arsenal fans are really very excited about how Martin Odegaard is back in form, scoring against RC Lons and scoring against the side called Wolverhampton Wanderers gives him a goal that he can obviously go ahead and really score in 3 consecutive games. That is Martin Odegaard for you. And for William Saliba, he'll be looking up for his team to keep a clean sheet away, as that has gone ahead to become a norm for Arsenal, especially when they are playing teams in the caliber of Luton Town. Gabriel Jesus and Bukayo Saka obviously training together at the London Colney, and for Bukayo Saka, he is a man in form also. He has gone ahead to score in 2 consecutive games for Arsenal. He scored against RC Lons and he scored against Wolverhampton Wanderers. So he'll be really charged up. For Gabriel Jesus, he was really pivotal in the 2 goals that Arsenal went ahead to score, and obviously things really went on well. Declan Rice putting out the 4, and you know he likes that number 4, though when he came in at Arsenal, Benjamin White had already taken it and he had no ways to obviously go in and obviously vie for it. Then Leandro Trossard and Reiss Nelson looking in good shape, and they're obviously going to do the needful. And by the way, these 2 players are really important for the side of Arsenal, but this time Reiss Nelson has gone ahead to obviously get more playing time and obviously fire in. But I think next season, I think Arsenal will bring in more players and they'll loan Reiss Nelson elsewhere to see to it that he obviously gets playing time. At the age of 23, all what you need is to get onto the team and get what we call regular football. But if at all he's not getting regular football, then there is a huge question mark onto his career at Arsenal. Though he went ahead to sign a new contract, yet teams like Brighton were interested in him. He was loyal to Arsenal, but has Arsenal been loyal to him? God knows. Jakub Kiwior, one of the players that Arsenal have gone ahead to really stop the loan moves to Sevilla and another team in Italy. That is Jakub Kiwior. So today I really have some good instincts in me that this guy is obviously going to start playing part into the game. of Arsenal today. He might even start, if at all I'm not mistaken, as Arteta needs to make some good rotations, as he has 5 games to play before Christmas, and that means he's going to be playing 2 games every week. That is really going to be very, very tiresome. And after that, after playing on the 23rd, I think around the 27th and 28th, he will also have another fixture, and towards the end of the year, 30th or 31st, you'll have a fixture to play. That is Jakub Kiwior for you. Then Leandro Trossard was one of those. No, this is Zinchenko smiling all the way, and you see El Nini into the background. Then this is William Saliba, still the Iron Man, you know, very, very hard. Then Gabriel Jesus with one of the Arsenal's coaches. This is Nicolas Jova, is the set piece coach, and they are really having a very good go at one another. Then Gabriel Magalhaes trying to smile in there for you after having a chat with Nicolas Jova, the set piece coach of Arsenal. Then the captain of Arsenal, Martin Odegaard, doing all what he had to do to see that everything really goes on as planned. And I think this is Gabriel Jesus, not so? Gabriel Jesus. Obviously, Arteta having a word with his players, and he obviously wanted to obviously tell them that you guys should rock the boat and see to it that things change immediately. Obviously, Arteta continuing to issue instructions at the training ground with the players of Arsenal, and then he continues also to really issue those instructions to the players of Arsenal. Declan Rice baby, doing all what he had to do into the training session and making those runs. Edin Ketia wrestling it out with one of the defenders. I think this is Calm, you know. I think this is Walters, no? Looks like Walters, right? Then this is El Nini, obviously trying to get back to full fitness and see to it that he tussles it out into this fixture that Arsenal is going to be playing at Luton Town. Gabriel Jesus watching on as fellow Arsenal players were obviously training, and I think he was just having a rest. Saka obviously manifesting his magic to the fellow Arsenal players that he was obviously facing ahead of the game of Luton Town. Then Odegaard, the captain, looking all fired up for the game of football today. This is Declan Rice trying to do what we call the juggling of the ball. Benjamin White also trying to obviously control that ball, and has gone ahead to change his hairstyle. I think this season he has gone ahead to have like 4 hairstyles, not so? That is Benjamin White for you. And that is Jorginho trying to do what we call a sliding tackle and obviously hit that ball at Landon Conley, and there's Nelson obviously taking the mantle to do the needful for the club of Arsenal. So that's what exactly happened during the training session of Arsenal, and they're really fired up because they know that if at all they win their game today, they are going to be 2 points ahead of Liverpool, 5 points ahead of Liverpool, and 6 points ahead of Manchester City. Tottenham is having 27 points, Arsenal will be having 33, and that will take them to a different level of football altogether. So guys, your thoughts on how Arsenal has gone ahead to prepare for the game of Luton Town are welcome in the comment section below. And what do you make about what Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to say about the side of Luton Town? May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name. Good morning, and I think you're really loving the way I'm pumping up stories into your head. Me out for now. See you later, my lovely mates.